You're not broken, but you grew up in a place full of cracks, and those cracks left scars. Since you were a kid, you felt that restlessness, sitting in class with your head somewhere else. Everyone else was laughing, and you forced a smile, but inside, empty. Born into a family that looked whole on paper but was shattered behind closed doors. Maybe your parents never realized it, but you grew up learning how to bottle up your rage. You got used to feeling like you were never enough, never understood, never really had a home. You fought like hell. Maybe you even graduated with good grades, but it still felt like failure, didn't it? The nights still feel heavy. Some days you've thought about ending it all just to stop the noise. That's not weakness. That's not being dramatic. That's what happens when you're forced to live under expectations you never chose. Here's the truth. We were raised on lies, told to be strong, to endure, to stay quiet. But no one ever taught us how to face the storm inside our own minds. We were trained to survive, but never taught how to heal. You once had big hopes. You wanted peace. Someone who gets you. You wanted out of the chaos, but nothing went the way you planned. And that's where the poison seeps in. The more you hope, the harder reality hits. Not because your hopes were wrong, but because life doesn't give a damn about your expectations. Your mental health started crumbling. Not because you're weak, but because you kept trying to stand on a foundation built from fragile dreams. No one ever told you that accepting reality isn't giving up. It's survival. You can't keep living in the illusion of things will get better eventually. Because they won't. Not unless you make a move. Mental health isn't some optional luxury. It's the base layer. And when that foundation cracks, everything falls with it. Your work, your relationships, even your body. Accepting reality doesn't mean surrender. It means you finally start moving in the right direction instead of spinning in circles, choking on disappointment. A broken soul doesn't always show on the outside, but it hits you from within, slowly, until everything starts falling apart, and you don't even notice. You think you're just tired, just a little numb, but then you start getting sick more often. You lose direction. You stop talking to people. You shut down. Your productivity crashes. Your relationships crack. You chase escapes that only make the damage worse. And every time you fail, every time you get rejected, that old wound reopens, deeper, uglier. The problem isn't the world being cruel. The problem is the part of you that's never been healed. You can fake strength all day, but your body won't lie. Everything stays trapped inside. The trauma, the rage, the shame, the constant feeling of being not enough. And the worst part, no one truly listens. They're just waiting for their turn to speak. They act like your pain's just a phase, while you're bleeding in silence. Don't wait for your body to break down. Don't wait for your relationships to collapse. Don't wait until you're completely alone to realize it's gone too far. You need to start listening to yourself. You need to start healing, not tomorrow, not later. Now.